Hey guys, quick update on markets and GameStop and everything else got going on. The stock is down to 21.58, which I was so happy because that happens to be like some of the demand zone for Tony De Niro, one of my fellow investors. I'm proud of him and I'm happy for him. I hope that he bought more. And I ask all these influencers that claim they support GameStop, like Jackie, Jeremy, and Tony, show your positions, show your trades, show your conviction, show you're authentic and real. When people will take you serious. Until then, but Dr. Michael Burry showed his conviction. It's been announced that Scion Capital came out and they are now shorting Palantir and Nvidia, which is awesome to me because he's going to win again. If you know about circular finance, you know what it's propped up on. Nvidia, it's going to be really bad when Nvidia falls apart. So he's going to win that battle. He's betting against the market because that is the economy. He's betting against it. He's going to win. Palantir being valuated at $500 billion yesterday after earnings, which is kind of ridiculous. Not kind of, is ridiculous. To give you an example, guys, they're at $2 a share book. They got 2 billion shares, though. So they're trading at $222. Yeah, it's 100 times book at that point. A lot of fluff, a lot of hot air. 99% of the stock is just hot air, as I call it. But we can go through it. I mean, they make $1 billion at trailing 12. They had a $500 billion market cap. That's 500 to 1. It's not very good on PE ratios for value. So it's having a big retraction this morning, down $33 a share. Should be down even much more than that. It's just extremely overvalued. I know the percentages look great. I know everything you guys got to tell me. But if that's the case, if we're investing because their continued growth and look at what they have, a strong balance sheet, they're not better than GameStop's balance sheet. Nope, not even close. These guys have $6.4 billion from 6.1 to 6.4, and so they're up 300 million. And what did they do though? They actually generated profit of like $500 million. So if they're going to generate $400 to $500 million worth of profit, where's that profit going? In this same said quarter, they had stock compensation of $200 million. So people are getting rich on the way up, for sure. Alex Karp, you're one of them. But there's a lot going on at Palantir that people are getting value for, and they shouldn't be given value for. So if you were just measuring them based off of the metric of what they make, well, then we should be having a different conversation because it shouldn't be a 500 PE ratio. That's my point. If you're giving them value for everything else they have on the books, it's not fair to some other companies, right? I don't know. What do I know? Here's why. You know how long it's going to be before Palantir gets to $9 billion cash and investments? It's going to be like 5 years, even at this rate. So there's that problem for me. But it's okay. It's not a problem. It's actually a blessing for them not to give value to GameStop. If you don't give value to GameStop, well, that's a blessing because then I'm getting it at a great value, which I already am. I'm getting it at $21.58 this morning. I was very excited about that. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to double down on some of this info real quick. You mean to tell me that I can get all this value for GameStop and then the market's all the way down at the bottom, which is fine. Dr. Michael Burry shorting the two stocks, so I know that I'm right on the market. He's going to tell me I'm right, which already has. And I saw the patience he had to watch the market fall and crumble, and now to have this position, it just, boom, it tells me everything. So if they're independent, if GameStop's all by itself and there's no short, and there's no issue, and okay, good. Now give me valuation for what I own. Because I own a company with $9 billion cash. They make a profit, a healthy profit, $500 million a year, and they're doing the right things. They own a plushie company. They own the figurines. They have private label. They own controllers. They make video games. They sell Pokemon. They sell everything. They're doing so well. So, and even, I haven't even talked about power packs, but these are all the things that I'm excited about. Anyway, I got to pull up in here. I got to go get a drink. Man, I need a Coke Zero. All right, guys, I'm excited. 21.50. Get more, get all you can. Me, about 10 shares. That's all I can do today. Unless the stock comes down to like $20, which it's not going to. But I'm still waiting for that $19, Bruce, or Bryce, whatever your name was in the Discord. I'm still waiting for that 19 snub, Nicholas, this Wall Street bro that's not. Now these guys got it so wrong. So I'm happy, and I'm going to keep being happy with what I have. So almost did 2,300 shares. Gonna keep grinding. That's a lot to me. 54,000. I'm trying to get to 55,000 by the end of the year. We'll see how it goes. GameStop, can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. I'll see you around, millionaires. Peace.